bachelor's degree. So I did engineering from university in West Bengal, and then in Calcutta basically. And then I did it in information technology. My major was in IT. So after that, I was not very much interested into moving into core software development or IT roles. Rather, I was interested with data. I mean, exposure to SQL during my engineering, led me to believe that data is the right thing for me. So I took that path. I interviewed for a few companies off campus, and I was lucky enough to get through a company called Mu Sigma. It's based out of Bangalore. It's a analytics company. So I started working there, worked there for almost a year and a half. Then I moved to Ola Cabs, worked there for some times as a data analyst. And then I have recently moved to, not recently, last jump was to TCS as a senior business analyst. I was supposedly, was about to work on really cool things in TCS. The job description said so, but things didn't move that way. And the work I was doing was actually, my career goal was to move into more of a data science role, because I had programming basics. I knew object-oriented programming. I knew a little bit of scripting and all those things. So I thought data science would be the right path for me. But when I moved into TCS with that expectation, but the work they gave me later on was completely different from what I was thinking I would be getting. And then my learning almost, I would say, had stopped almost a year or two. I think 2 years ago, my learning in this path has almost stopped. So whatever I was doing was on my own. And then I was actually finding it difficult to switch roles even in India to move to a good position. I interviewed for companies like Amazon, but the roles even there were not data science per se. It was more of a data analyst, working with SQL and Excel and all those same things that I was doing in TCS. So that led me to explore opportunities for doing a master's in data science or business analytics. So initially I was trying for Germany. The reason being the courses seemed very comprehensive to me for data science. And the second most important factor was the fees. So I'm not from a very well-off family. I'm in fact not well-off at all. So I had to look at the money side of things as well. So Germany was my first preference. That's why. And but unfortunately, I did not actually want to just go to Germany, do masters from any college. So I applied to 6 universities where I thought I would be a great fit. But unfortunately, I did not get to any of them. So I tried this for almost 2 years and two sessions basically, spring and fall, and both of them didn't go well. I didn't get selected. So that's when I turned to US. Because I thought it's better than sitting here and not able to do anything. It's better to take that step and maybe try some other country. So I applied to a few universities and got calls from. I think all of those I applied, I got a call, but now I am trying to decide like which university to go, and also trying to understand like. Since I'm moving to US, I want to work there for some time. I want to move into a data science role. So what are the things I should be doing right now? Whether this is the right step because of the COVID. Will there be a lot of pressure on me to finding a full-time job in US right now? Because I'll be passing out like 2 years from now. So yeah, so coming to that, I am actually confused whether to take a 1-year course and pass out in 22 or take a 2-year course and pass out in 23. So yeah, these are the kind of things I have in mind.
So, okay, so so I think so let me ask you this question. So you said you have University Cincinnati, which is you really liked it. I think that's what you're saying, right, in your email.
Yes, I like both the universities. Cincinnati is slightly well known among the students.
My question to you, if I given you a choice, as just forget about cost and everything, as far as your interest is concerned, how do you rate both of them? Like too far away, or they are pretty much close?
Course-wise, they're pretty much close. Same.
And how much is the cost difference? Total
cost is also almost same.
Okay, so if that is the case, considering you have 5 years of experience, I would probably go for a 1-year course, not 2-year.
Okay.
And the
So
reason
yeah,
is
so
very simple. For you,
yeah,
you want to quickly get out and get to workforce, right? I
yeah,
won't I won't spend too much time on like a 2-year course. I don't see what value you're gonna gain, to be honest with you. As far as
yeah.
if that 1-year course allow you to apply for jobs, as far as that 1-year course allows you to have OPT, like same opportunities. Like for example, if they say, oh, for 1-year course you cannot apply OPT, you cannot apply for job, then I understand. But as far as all the doors are same for 2-year and 1-year, for you doing a 1-year course is perfectly fine. Don't
Okay.
waste your time.
So yeah. Okay, so regarding that, I would like to, add few more points. I mean, why I am confused about it. I mean, I thought in the same lines. So I'll tell you a few things. One is, to be frank, I'm not really confident on my skills because last 2 years I have been doing almost nothing on the work. It it has only been on my personal whatever I could learn. So that is one thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Second thing is this 1-year course, although it is very good and although it is very fast paced and everything, but the program actually ends. I mean, the course is taught for 9 months, and the last 3 months is up to you to find an internship. And when I talk to people in the university, not many people are able to find internships in this current market, and most of them are going for a capstone project. And third thing, what I heard is that if you don't have a US experience or something to write, on your CV which is related to some US experience, it is little difficult to find a full time job. They might not even want to interview you based on sole, Indian work experience. So that is what I heard. So these are the three things about Cincinnati. Now, Oklahoma, what it is giving me is that what I've heard. So it has a very small batch strength, like 35 people go every year. So one thing is assured is that I will get an opportunity to do at least 2 internships, one for 3 months and then 4 months at the end of the course. So that gives me a lot of time to do projects and write them on my CV. I mean, proper US experience. So that is where I am little confused.
Yeah. So, but let me tell you again one thing.
Yeah.
Every person have their own story. Okay.
Yeah.
No two person have the same stories, even if
Yeah.
they are brothers. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if I'm in your position, I have 5-year experience, and what would I do? What I'm trying to tell you is, because you are in IT sector and all that, your experience in India will count. I don't see why it doesn't count. I don't think, because students come here, they work in India or anywhere else, and it's not like you tomorrow you're gonna apply for Amazon. They're gonna say that doesn't count. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
The world is global.
Okay.
Actually, to be honest with you, if you ask me, international experience matters quite a lot, because every country these days is doing business with some other country. Knowing a
Yes.
different language matters a lot, just not English. So that's what I'm
Okay.
trying to tell you. I would say a person who has no only experience living in Ohio, staying in Ohio, working in Ohio has no value as compared. For you to say I only have experience in India and not in US doesn't matter.
Okay.
Actually, to be honest with you, these days that doesn't count at all. If you ask me, any big company love that. That's
Okay.
number one. Number two is, for you is, I mean, if you're thinking in 2-year program, you're going to learn so much that you're going to carry that in your entire life. That's also not true.
Okay.
The simple reason is because I don't even remember what I did for my PhD, and that I spent 5 years.
Okay.
I mean, what you do in your 4 years of undergrad has nothing to do with what you're doing now, and probably you don't remember it. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you are good enough, you can make your own way. Try to do it quickly. Try to make a wise decision, because I don't see again a value of why you want to spend 2 years versus a 1 year if the price is the same, and everything is fine. You will quickly get into workforce. And let me tell you very frankly, for anyone to get into a workforce after a 2-year versus 1 year, if there are difficulties, the difficulties will always be there. Yes, there is one point which is important. If you say, hey, what about COVID? Should I wait for another year? Yes, that 2-year program will allow you to stay for another 1 year, and then hopefully things will be fine. But things are being normal now. It's like people who graduated 2020, they had difficulty in finding a job, but everybody has a job now. And I've been seeing it because I've been talking to students all through. I mean, when the COVID started, it was very bad. Like nobody had a job, but now I talk to students, like everybody is getting in.
Okay.
So things are normal. Things are coming to a normal position where COVID is there, but work is work. Especially with IT industry and all that. I mean, the only thing has changed, to be honest with you. Job market is good. Everything is fine. People are working from home. Nobody's going to office. That's the only difference. And in US, you will also find university never help you to find a job. You have to help yourself. It's not like India. We have what do you call it?
Placements.
Yeah, we don't have it in US. Everybody has to find their own job. So how does it matter then? Trust me, your 5-year experience matters a lot to get a job here. A lot. You will not be counted as one of the person who has come as undergrad as fresh and then looking for a job. No, you already know things. You are already sinking. And you have worked in companies like TC and all that. That matters quite a lot. They are very well known.
Okay.
Right. So for you, finding a job in Uber because you have worked in Ola, finding a job in Amazon because you have worked in TCS, I think should be fine.
Okay.
All you need to do is, have fun for a year, learn as much you can, don't pass in good grades, and you should be good to go.
Okay.
Personally, I don't see a value why you want to go for a 2-year program. It's a waste of in my experience. Unless you say I want to spend in university, okay, do it. But in my opinion, it will be waste of time.
Okay.
Yeah. Until there is a cost difference, and looking at Cincinnati versus Oklahoma, they are same level university. It's not like you're talking about MIT and Oklahoma. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So one more thing,
Here's only one thing I would say. If Cincinnati says, "Oh, you have to wait for 6 months until you can come here because of COVID and all that," then please don't come. What I'm saying is you have to be here, because that 2-year, even if they say 6 months, stay in US, India, and then you can spend 1.5 years. That's good, because here you have to spend time here. So that 1 year or 9 months you want to be here. That is more important actually.
Yeah, I mean they are clear on that. I mean it is going to be in person.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, let's say COVID comes again and they're talking about jumping another wave, whatever shit. But what I'm saying is, if let's say that happens, I would say defer it. Don't come.
Okay. Yeah, I get you.
Because you don't want to pay them fee and stay in India, because a lot of students did that. I don't understand why.
Okay. Okay.
Because for you being here, being in class, I mean classes are also online these days. Even if you come here, they are hybrid and all that. Many things are different. I mean, if it's not like too urgent for you, or it's like you're dying or something, like I want to come, wait for another year, come. That could be fine. That could be better option.
Okay.
Because if they say the classes are hybrid and all, I don't know how much that you can, because it's all about having that experience. For example, when I came here, did my master's, I was in the class having fun with friends and students and interacting. If I don't understand, if you don't have that experience, and if you come here and they say, hey, sit in your apartment and study, what's the point?
Yeah.
So experience is more important. So make sure that those things are clear out. Okay. But if that happens, I would say wait for a year, come after a year.
Okay, sure.
But I don't think anything will change.
Okay.
Like in terms of finding a job, in terms of your OPT, in terms of looking for a job and all that. And your as I said, your 5-year experience is a strong wall for you compared to anybody else. So when you apply for a job or CV, make sure it's there. You are like, I'm already experienced person. So you're not starting as an entry level, you're starting as a mid-career or whatever you want to say that.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, it will carry a lot of value. Trust me.
Okay. Yeah, I had one more thing to discuss with you is about the US. What is the how do you actually network in US, and how do you approach the job market once you're
Online,
it's solely through LinkedIn, is it? Or
online, LinkedIn, whatever. Yeah, there is no. I mean, there was no interaction before.
okay.
Like when I had to apply for job, I apply all my jobs. I got like look at post online, apply it, got an interview. Everybody does that.
Okay.
Unless until
And is it
you,
dependent?
unless until you have a senior or you know a friend who knows someone, that works. Networking is good, but LinkedIn is the same thing
Okay.
because
So, and
as
it
I
is
said,
not
there's placement here. So
okay.
only place that there is a placement here is the MBA programs.
Yeah. And it is not very much dependent on the location, is it? I mean,
Yeah.
being in Ohio, I can obviously look for jobs in
Because
California
of
or
COVID doesn't matter anymore now. It used to be like, if you're in, let's say, Cal Poly or some university in California East, San Francisco University somewhere, everybody's next door, things might be easy. But nowadays, I'm not sure it matters, to be honest. People are working from home, from their home. I mean, even in my company too. So I don't think that matters. As I said, in your case, that matters. That doesn't matter for you. As I said, your CV, make sure your work experience should be there. Make sure when you're getting out from your company, or make sure you have everything written in your CV in a good way. What you did, what that is going to help you so much. I can tell you in finding a job. Yeah.
okay.
And you will get it. I mean, as I said, I have been looking at it, how the scenario, because I talk to students all the time, right? So it's I can tell you that things are fine now. But only thing changes, you have to work from home. Yeah.
Okay.
So the interviews are on Zoom, Skype, and all that. So
yeah.
I think you should be worried about other things which I already mentioned to you, like are you able to come? Are the other classes are online? Because experience is more important for you to get into that fun experience. Because what I did for my PhD had that fun experience, I remember, and I enjoyed that quite a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could find a job. That's not finding a job is okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But as I said, unless I don't see a strong reason from you why you want to do a 2-year program, that will be a waste for 1 year.
Okay.
And I don't see like why a 2-year program will give you some really great advantage. Let's say if you're a fresh from school, I would say, yeah, go for 2 year because you need some time to gain knowledge and probably do internship. Or you have already worked for 5 years. What are you going to do like internship? Probably you can teach them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. And don't worry about, I don't know this, I don't know that. People do. I don't know many things. Who cares? I mean, as we do work, we read, we learn, right?
Yeah.
That's how it works throughout job anyway. So
okay.
Yeah. Anything else, Parth?
No, I mean those were the two main things I wanted to discuss with you. I'm really I got some really valuable points. I need to take those inputs and make a decision.
Make a decision. Yeah. But I'm telling you, I hope this discussion is important and you probably can gain some insight from here. But that's the truth, I can tell you.
Okay.
That's just up to you. Yeah. Great, Parth. And if you decide to come by, just shoot me an email. Okay. Good to talk to you.
Sure. Thanks a lot. Thank you for talking to me.
Sure. Anytime. Have fun.
You too. Bye.